took place over the weekend. We had a couple of arrests that were made, or sorry, an arrest that was made and then an arrest warrant that was issued for another person. This was the one that was Sunday night, about 8:40 p.m. near 12th Street and Summit Avenue. The detective was able to find surveillance video from a business nearby, and that really painted a complete picture of what took place. An arrest warrant was issued for one person. His last name is Fears, F-E-A-R-S. First is, I'll just spell it, J-A-B-R-I-E-L. Middle is Lamar, L-A-M-A-R. He's 35 from Sioux Falls. That was for aggravated assault, and the warrant carries a $250,000 cash bond. The other person that was arrested, this was a probable cause arrest. Again, after reviewing the video, they identified the other person. He had been arrested on a different unrelated charge, so he was already in jail when they identified him. He was charged with aggravated assault and reckless discharge of a firearm. His last name is Fulks, F-U-L-K-S. First is Chris, K-R-I-S. Middle is Deonte, D-E-O-N-T-E. He's a senior, and he's 36 from Sioux Falls. This was the case where a man had a bullet graze his back, so no serious injuries from that. I don't have any other updates on any of the other shootings. They're making progress on those, but no arrests or no charges at this point. So this one basically clears up the people responsible. Obviously, Mr. Fears has not been found yet, but we have a warrant issued for his arrest. One of the, I guess, obvious questions is what happened, what led up to this. We don't have information on why the shooting took place, why these two men had guns and were firing them. I'm not sure if we will get those answers, but that's one of the things we don't have answers to at this point. Anything else on that?
Can you give us more of a depiction of what was seen on the camera footage?
Basically, there was a group about 10 to 12 people, and then it captured the two men firing guns. I don't know if they were firing at each other or the situation around that, but it just identified. We were able to use that surveillance video to identify who those two men were.
Did Fears flee with multiple people, or was he on his own? Did he get in a car?
I think he actually went to a home nearby. And yeah, I mean, we had officers that talked to him, but we didn't have we had not yet identified who the suspects were, and so he wasn't arrested at that point.
Is there a danger to the public then, since he's out and about?
I guess, that's hard to answer. Certainly he used a gun and fired it at what seemed to be a crowd of people. We don't know the situation relating to that, but I would, I guess, caution people if they see him, just call police. We don't know if he still has that weapon. We don't know the situation or, what he may do. So it's hard to say that there's a specific danger to people, but I would, I guess, just have advise that people just be cautious. And if they see him or know where he's at, then they call police and let officers handle it.
But the gun from Folks has been apprehended.
I don't know. I don't think we had located any weapons. Let me look at one other thing. does not look like either gun has been recovered yet.
So there were two separate weapons used.
Right, yeah, each man had a gun with him.
Anyone else within the 10 to 12 folks in the area, have you spoken to any of them? Have they given any information?
That I don't know. I don't know if we've been able to track those people down yet or not. And the detective's gone today, so I wasn't able to talk to her. Anything else with that? Okay. On the log, not really much there. The aggravated assaults are reports. Burglaries, are both of those were created in error, so we actually didn't have any burglaries. The disorderlies, nothing much from there. The robberies, we had 2 of those. One of them was a person that was spending the night, I guess, at an apartment. They ended up taking some cash from somebody. No injuries with that, no arrest, but we know who that person is. The other one was at a gas station or convenience store. That was about 1:40 this morning near Rice and Kiwanis, Russell and Kiwanis, I guess. That one we had 2 men come into the store dressed in all black. They ended up pointing a gun at the clerk and took some vapes and then left. So no injuries with that. There is some surveillance video, but we're still working on getting that. So hopefully we'll have some information in the near future. And sex offenses are reports. 1 weapons violation. That was a guy in possession of a gun that wasn't supposed to be in possession of a gun, but no threats or injuries with that. That's all I have, unless you have any questions. Okay, thanks.